Hello, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to episode number 102 of the FIFA 21 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Finger points to the sky for a new episode on this fine Wednesday for you. Now, what we're going to get up to today is some more of our weekend league from a few days ago. Sorry about that. And then we're also going to open up this party bag SBC because there are, well, a plethora, a whole bunch of players that you could potentially get. Now, right at the start of the episode, as we come towards the end of 2020, you're going to hit me with a thumbs up. I don't know why I said as we come to an end of 2020. I don't care if it's 2020, 2021. I just want you to hit a thumbs up, really. Let's go for 5,000 likes on this episode. Thank you for all of your amazing support. It really does mean the world to me. And, of course, subscribe as well if you're new. So I hope you guys are all chilling if you're, like, off school or off work or whatever. And just basically sitting around being a bit of a bum, watching a load of TV and eating too much. That's fine. Because when we get into the new year, that's when we need to sort ourselves out a bit. But, you know, I hope you're sitting there and relaxing because I'm trying to do my very best to do that as well, really. A little bit of downtime. It's great, isn't it? So we're going to just crack on, get on into the weekend league, come up against a nice squad in this one right here. And I knew that I was in trouble. As soon as I saw him, like, early on in this game, he did, like, a bridge straight away and then, like, a couple of step overs. And I was like, uh-oh, this guy knows the meta. I find myself 2-0 down. He didn't actually utilise any of those skills to score his goals, but I did still concede goals really easily, and it wasn't good. But anyway, 2-0 down. Do play a lovely ball through to João Felix, though. And, of course, the Portuguese can just go ahead and chip that one over the goalie. Lahm making a lovely interception there. I would say that the term I would best describe for this Philipp Lahm is cracked out of his mind. He's insane. I love him. I think I found one of the best CDMs on this game. Now, I'm not claiming to have found him. I'm sure plenty of people use him there and think he's brilliant. But I really do love him. He's actually superb. Like, when you look at the in-game stats of a player like this Lahm, you see that he's very short, only has like 3-star, or whatever it is, and like strength is in the 50s or 60s. It's really not that great. But what he just intercepts and cuts up the play so very well. He's competent on the ball. He feels quick. He just buzzes around that CDM spot so well. And I love him. I absolutely love this card. So, I mean, we lose this game. Yeah, so be it. You know, we're going to lose some throughout the weekend, so it doesn't really matter. I think we're 4-2 right now, which is unfortunate. Those jokes are going to move on into 2021 as well. I'm just going to say it right now. I'm going to be just as cheesy and meme-worthy in 2021 as well. So I don't know how and why, but this guy either stopped playing or I just got a little bit lucky with the way that it bounced and he wasn't really moving that much. But I do score a goal. Very lucky one there with Depay to go 1-0 up. And then Felix knocks this one into Memphis. Memphis back to Felix. Open up your body, pal, and hit that finesse shot. That's a lovely goal. Once again from Felix. He is going to be my top scorer again this weekend. I've actually, I mean, a lot of you know, if you do follow me on social media, I've started like tracking stuff again. Not on like a homemade Excel spreadsheet like I used to. That was a little bit too much effort and a little bit too geeky, I think. We've moved on from that. We're just using the Foot Track app that's everyone seems to be using at the moment. This is not sponsored or anything like that. But yeah, Foot Track, I really like it, and I just sort of tap when you score a goal, and then you can take a picture and of the stats at the end, and it sort of automatically puts them in there. So you get a really good idea of like where things are going right, where things are going wrong in your weekend league, if you care about it that much to even have a look. You know, I do, and I'm someone that will stop at goal 3, so I'm not looking to try and really improve myself. I just like to see who's got the good assists and good like goal scoring records and stuff for my club over the weekend league. So yeah, anyway, we are obviously fully back here to the 4-1-2-1-2 because it's just the best formation for me on the game. Torres done really well there. That was such a good directional nutmeg. The speed boost off of that was perfect and it just got me past the defender for me to go 1-0 up. And then look at that from Aouar. I don't know how the goalie didn't save that, But yeah, I just left him flapping, and he's palmed it into his own net. So we're 2-2 at half time. This guy did have a nice team, and I was obviously up against it. But, you know, not doing too bad to have got ourselves 2 goals. Lahm intercepts, plays a lovely ball through, and it just shows you the sort of thing that he can do. I just love him. That's all I'll say. He's only going to stay for this weekend league. I will sell him and move on and try something else different for the next weekend league, as I typically do on this game. But yeah, if you've want a really good defensive midfielder, and maybe you've got a team where you've got a couple of those freeze players in it which can actually move into different positions, you could start that Lahm at left back on 10 chem, move him to CDM in game, and you will be laughing. He is really solid. So I've ended up getting a cheeky, lucky 5-3 victory against this guy. Maybe not lucky when you look at the stats, but yeah, it certainly wasn't the prettiest. And that's going to be our 6th win. So not too bad there. We're going to go on a little bit of a run here, I'm pretty sure, in terms of winning and not losing and all of that stuff. So another Mbappe, another day, another Mbappe. I guess actually the teams that I've been facing have actually been pretty good, but the level of opponent hasn't been like incredibly amazing, unless I was just playing out of my skin, which I don't think I was. But you know, we're doing some things right here, hitting the bridges perfectly, managing to get past the defenders, feeling really confident with the players that we've got here. You know, like I'm settling in with Adama. There was obviously a time where I'd played like 5 or 10 games with Adama in Rivals and I hadn't won a single one of them, and I thought, do I get rid of this left back from my club? But obviously not, right? You know, we're getting stuck in with him now and he seems great. So yeah, maybe we had a little bit of a slip last week when it comes to, you know, trying out like Sergio Ramos and players which just don't necessarily fit the game perfectly. You know, but hey, you live, you learn, you try and figure out which players work, which ones aren't going to work. And I'm so glad I did Aouar, by the way. And I'm also really glad that I'm getting a little bit more use out of my Zaha, bringing him on at half-time for Torres. Because I love Torres in the first half, but he does go off the boil a bit. And bringing someone like Zaha on with that crazy pace and agility and stuff, he's just fun to use. I like him. So, yeah. Anyway, this game's going to not go so well for us. This guy was a good player. I got lucky to be in the lead, I think, in reality. But, yeah, I end up losing 5-3. GG's to that guy. He was just better than me. Look, as you can see, I got fully destroyed. But somehow we managed to score goals and act like it was a little bit closer than it was. But it wasn't in reality. So, yeah, that was, I think, maybe the last loss we've taken a while. I think now is when we go on the little run. But anyway, João Felix, just a lovely little opened up body finesse into the back of the net, into that very purple goal there that my opponents got. They still haven't changed that. And I think the way you do that is if you have a stadium that isn't the foot stadium or whatever, and if you put like Anfield on and then you chose red goal net colours, the whole goal goes red. And then obviously when you play the weekend league, you play in the Foot Champ Stadium no matter what, right? Because that's how it works. Anyway, yeah, that was just a side note. So the ball was really falling kindly and just bouncing nicely for me in these games right here. I find myself 3-1 up at half time. Yeah, I think I deserve it, but also the way that the goals came about weren't necessarily the nicest, but a lovely little nutmeg, directional nutmeg there from the main man. Aouar, playing him at cam half time onwards is just great. He moves like I don't know what. Like there's some players which on this game just feel super agile. Aouar is typically always one of them, and with the stats that he's been given on this card, he's so much fun in the like attacking roles, but he still does a good job in that centre mid spot for the first half. He's still providing. As you can see, he knocked the ball into Memphis here, who then knocks it into Felix for me to go 1-0 up. That took 39 minutes to score my first goal in this game. This one was very close from the off, but then we do end up just getting inside here and putting myself 2-0 up just before half-time. So a close old game turns into a 2-0 at half-time scoreline. That is what you love to see, because, I mean, sometimes that can go against you, but I'm feeling confident being 2-0 up. You know, can we push on to maybe get one more and then that's game over? Well, Aouar, I mean, just beautiful, mate. Just absolutely beautiful play. The speed boost off of that, the lovely selfless pass back to Felix, and that was enough for my opponent. He did not want to carry on with his Cantona and stuff. He was going to get the hell out of there. So, yeah, we'll take a 3-0 Rage Quit victory, and that is going to be 8 wins. So that is what? I don't know. Is that like 8-3 or 8-4? I can't really remember. But I thought that was going to be enough of the gameplay for this episode. We'll get on. We'll get back into like one more game at the end of this one, or maybe 2 more. I can't remember exactly. But what I want to do now is work on this party bag, right? So it came out. It put a lot of prices up, including Sergi Roberto, by the way. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. But I was able to use the Sergio Roberto from my club and a couple of other players, and then go out and buy a couple of others. So I didn't actually spend that much on this. I think I spent 25k. We just had to buy 2. We had to buy Andre Silva and then also a Pjanic. And obviously the first showdown players came out, Coquelin and Acuna. And again, we'll talk more about that tomorrow, as I am completing one of those SBCs. I know it might have expired, or the upgrades might be here, there, and up and everywhere by the time you're watching this, but there is one that I'm going to complete for tomorrow's video, so hopefully I've done the right thing based on the scoreline back on Monday. But we do, yeah, pick up a Pjanic for 14.5k here. It leaves us completely broke right now, but what it does do is get us a little party bag, which could consist of literally all sorts. I can't exactly remember what, but I know like some live items, record breakers, ones to watch, FUT freeze. There's all sorts in the party bag. And I feel like it's an alright price, but I think with the price that it is, like 1 Team of the Week player and an 84 rated squad, I feel like maybe the ones to watches shouldn't be there. Although there's a couple of nice ones that you could get. But yeah, I feel like you should just be getting like the real promo players, like FUT Freeze, Record Breaker, all of that type of stuff would be nice. So we've completed it using some fodder from our club and spending about 25k. And I'm going to go ahead and open that up for you right now. I didn't do it live because at the time I was just at the end of a recording session and just wanted to get it done, get this edited and stuff for you guys. But here we go. Walkout. Purple flares, orange. Ooh. Yeah, now, so I put a tweet out the day that this came out and the day that I did this, asking for you guys to flex on me with what you got in your pack. Send me pictures on Twitter of what you got in your party bag. And a lot of people came back with Odegaard. And that's what we got. Unfortunately, we get hit by a little bit of an L. Yeah, it's an 85 rated Real Madrid player. Might be useful in an SBC, but in all honesty, it's just not the greatest of cards, is it? There are definitely worse that you can get, but, you know, could have been a bit better, couldn't it? So we go into champs and we come up against this absolutely ludicrous team. The guy had a crazy squad, and I don't know what it was, but I, again, was either playing really well or it was just going my way. I was making things happen. The team was just lining up well, getting past their defenders, scoring goals. And after 13 minutes, I'm 2-0 up. And he's just decided to quit with that squad that he's got. Thank you is all I'll say to you, mate. If you're somehow watching this video, thank you. That was much appreciated. I'll take a nice early rage quit, that's for sure. And that brings us up to 9 wins, I'm pretty sure. And then we go into one more for the episode and come up against an even crazier team. I'm talking R9, Pele, Neymar, Messi, just all sorts. And when I give a penalty away here in the 10th minute, I'm like, I wonder if I should just do what my opponent just did. When he goes 1-0 up or whatever, just quit and get on to the next one. Because this one's not going to be good. But then he did that celebration against me and it made me want to stay. So we stayed, we put our try-hard pants on and we went to town. Now, I have to say that that penalty opportunity that he got was pretty much the only bit of play he made. I was all over this guy, and I was creating loads of chances. We do get an equaliser there with Torres. Felix then gets past the defenders here. He's broken free. Can he go ahead and score? Just selflessly knock it into Memphis, and we do get the 2-1 goal. And he quits as well. And I'm like, what? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe on Boxing Day, people just were looking to get a quick win and not have to stress out too much. If that's the case, obviously, I completely agree with you. I don't mind that at all. But I was enjoying myself. I was actually playing some nice FIFA, getting some good football going, and actually getting some wins as well. So that's 10 wins, all right? All we've got now is just 4 more wins to go in tomorrow's episode, and we'll also unlock ourselves a little ultimate pack in tomorrow's episode, so that'll be fun. I know it won't be rewards, but it'll be an ultimate pack, and then we'll do the rewards for the Friday, and then we'll be fully caught back up again with the series. But yeah, so far so great when it comes to Lam. I think he is insane. The party bag was an L for us, but hey, it happens. You know, if they release another one, or if there is another one out by the time you're watching this, maybe we do it again. Maybe we see what we get. I don't know. Maybe we just leave it going forwards. But it was fun nonetheless to see if we could maybe get a record breaker Mbappe. A record baker Mbappe would be fun as well. He'd be really good at making bread, I reckon. But anyway, guys, that is probably the most random way to end the episode. If you could do me a huge favor and hit that thumbs up button, 5,000 likes is your target. That'd be amazing. It'd make my day. And of course, subscribe as well if you're new around here. Getting close to what, like 494,000 subs. Pushing our way towards 500k. We're getting there, boys, and I'm excited for it. Come and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. The links are down below. Have a lovely day, everyone. Take it easy. Stay safe. Stay healthy. I'll catch you tomorrow with another episode. Peace.